really, really nice. The stock last year, you could see, was in the $800 price range, $500, $600 price range. Yeah. Stock got destroyed, but it's on a big move right now. We're going to keep a close eye on it. A nice little move from 830 from that 225 to 245. So, and there's this plus many others that we're going to focus on. Regarding what happened in the market, there was a couple of things that did make some big moves. Now, if you watched, I did a broadcast and did a video on Monday of things to watch. So what was the big news yesterday? Interest rates. Okay. So obviously there was no, nothing to hide, nothing to see here. He didn't do anything. But inflation's down a little bit. Egg prices are down a little bit. We had a couple of corporate earnings announcements that come out. Nike came out, expected earnings. What it's doing right now, Nike? Let's bring it up. NKE, right? Nike, that's it. So they came out with earnings. Their revenues dropped a little bit from what it shows here. FedEx, positive outlook with 20% expected increase. They had a pretty decent FDX. Nothing really to see here. I mean, this is not like, this is not earnings season, but there were a couple of things that came out. We didn't see anything dramatic that came out. As Asia markets kind of flat. NVIDIA came out some big news. They said that they're going to invest over several $100 billion with a B here in the U.S. chip manufacturing. Obviously, that people are pretty scared. Oh, hold on one second. Am I having a problem here? My mic is not working. Hold on one second. Let me fix this for you guys. Hold on. Looks like I'm having a problem with the mic over here. For some of you that are online. There we go. All right. All right. Could you guys hear okay now? There we go. Sorry about that. All right. Good. All right. So good morning to you, Brad. So on YouTube, thank you very much for listening in. So anyway, what I was getting back and talking about, so NVIDIA, it's got several $100 billion going to invest in the U.S. market. Obviously, you see what everyone's worried about, what's going on with Taiwan and all that stuff that's going on. People are a little scared over there. And plus, Trump is putting all these massive tariffs if you do not manufacture in the United States. So he wants to bring manufacturing here. Economic data released. Weekly job claims raised about 223,000, slightly below estimates. So that's probably one of the reasons why we're having a little bit of a down market. But not a lot, nothing crazy. Yeah, so FedEx is reporting, but you know what? You could see that they're reporting, but their outlook, they did come out and they did say, they're expected, a 20% increase, but we'll see how that plays out. That stock took a very major hit, but like I just mentioned earlier, this is not earnings seasons, but people are going to be watching some of these things that are going to be happening, especially with all the layoffs that's going on right now. I was just reading an article this morning about Social Security, and I know we have a lot of people in here that are in our trading room and listening in, that are between the age of 50 and 90, that a lot of the traders are in this room. And I know some of you here, maybe you don't need Social Security, but maybe you do need Social Security, but you work for it, so why not take it, right? So they're doing a lot of changes on Social Security. They're forcing people to come into the office. They need to clean out this fraud. People are bitching about it, that, why they got to come out. The phone's not going to be working. They're closing a lot of offices, Social Security offices that are around the country. But, it's funny. You hear about the bad things, but then they don't say about the good things. The good things, unfortunately, there's a lot of fraud that's going on. And they're closing. Yeah, they took the internet away too. Kerry, is that what they did? I know they're doing a lot of crazy things, but at the end of the day, you got to look at the other aspect. There's a lot of fraud. And you know what? There's an old saying my dad always taught me, if you got nothing to hide, you got nothing to worry about. So, but unfortunately, there's a lot of bad actors out there in any business. So, you know what? Let's just deal with it. And you know what? You won't have a problem down the road. But, there is an issue right now. And it's going to affect certain stocks. It might affect certain stocks, but it's just sometimes you got to do a cleanup. You know what I mean? So anyway, regarding about the interest rates, so we got to wait till next month to see what else comes out after that. But we'll play out what's going on this morning. There are a couple of stocks. I mean, where is let's do our Bitcoin. What's going on Bitcoin this morning anyway? So that's pretty much down a little bit too. Not a lot. You can see iBit right here had a nice little move yesterday. And we got here's the reports on Bitcoin if you guys want to see it. So 9,000 and 8,500. Those are the two big orders out there. Not too many big Bitcoin orders out there for some of us out there in the video. We'll see what's going on pre-market right here. You can see that we got our resistance still at 150. Let me zoom over here, make this a little bit bigger, but you got the 120 and the 115. 115 is a major support levels. And Tesla, you still got that big support at 230. But what I like about this image that you're looking at right now is that there's not that many sellers out there. A lot more orders out there on the buy side, not that many orders on the sell side, up until we get about 250. So that looks pretty decent. You can see when I bring it down, all the orders down there. So, listen, I did a video on Tesla. I own Tesla. Okay. I also bought the ETFs. I bought the dividend stocks. I think it's a pretty decent buy, but once again, I'm not an analyst. I can tell you what to buy, but I look at where it is right now and I look at the long-term chart on it. It's at some pretty big support levels. And obviously with this whole news going on, everyone's burning down Teslas and Tesla, and I always say, when you get the worst of the worst of the worst news and the stock doesn't go any lower, that is a time when to buy. Fausto, but did you not buy a Tesla car? No, I bought, I actually bought a Range Rover, but it is a hybrid, but I did hear rumors that, I don't know if it's true, but I heard rumors that President Trump is probably going to force all the police departments and all government agencies to buy Teslas. So, if that happens, we'll see how that stock does. Anyway, so but that should be good for everyone that's a fan of the Green New Deal, right? I mean, listen, get all these cops off these gas guzzlers. A lot of people on the other side would probably like it. All electric police cars won't be too bad, would it? The only problem I always have with for me personally to have a full electric car, unless you're living locally and you don't have it in your house, it is very difficult to have it. And you're right. And I do admit, they are a lot faster. They are extremely fast, faster than any gas car out there. I totally agree with you on that one. Absolutely. All right. And it's funny you bring that up. I bought my son has an electric. What did he buy? An Kia. And let me tell you, it's faster than Porsches. It's faster than a Ferrari. I mean, that thing is fast. I mean, I'm talking about it's a Kia for crying out loud. These electric cars, the Tesla, same thing. Anyway, let's go through the watch list. What do you say, right? So we got this stock that we're doing pretty well on. This WINT. It just made a new high. Great little stock. Cheap. Looks like a level 1 stock of 53%. So far, the stock has been the pretty nice one right here. That one's doing pretty well. This one is garbage. Charts look terrible on this one. The ADTX was absolutely excellent yesterday. This stock, we watched it. We saw the highs where it's been. It's had so many reverse stock splits. This stock is extremely strong. It's not only been a good day trade, but it has been a phenomenal swing trade. Let me go back 2 days and show you what I'm talking about. Look at this stock. We were watching it all the way down here to 5. It's already up to 12. And it's still breaking new highs. When we go back, looks like we got some resistance levels testing somewhere around here, around the $13 to $15 price range. It looks like we're going to probably test it there. Stock has done absolutely great for us. This one too, BDTX was another good one that did really well and then started coming back down. She kind of died out. So we're going to scrap that one out. What else we got over here? Was this 5 below? Oh, the stock, I can't believe how expensive this stock is. It's not $5 stock, right? It's an $80 stock, but this stock took a big hit. This one's moving up pretty well. It was the earnings that came out yesterday, looks like. So, but it looks like it's trending down. Where are we? 6%. Okay, we're done. Anything under 10%, we're done there. Losers, anything there on the losers list? No. New York Stock Exchange. Okay, this stock obviously looks like it was a buyout. So we're going to scratch that out. Any other New York stocks? New York stocks always stink. They never have good pre-market. It's always the NASDAQ. Always NASDAQ. All right. So anything I'm missing I did not call out, guys? Anything else? My Polestar hit 7 Gs with force, Andrea. Oh my God, that thing is fast. I'm telling you. I think it would be a great idea that all the police departments have electric cars. You know what I mean? It helps with the Green New Deal. It'll help, and it would kind of, you know, why not, right? Point 0.7. My God, that is pretty damn fast, right? All right. So there we go. There's our list. Let's get back ready for the market opened up. We got about 15 minutes. Today at 12 o'clock, we got open house. We'll see you there. Don't forget to watch those. Don't forget to watch those podcasts that we did this week. Hope you guys are going to enjoy it. And like I said, if you see something, say something. If you watch on social media, don't forget, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like us, friend us, ring that bell. And you got you take the phone, scan the QR code in the top right-hand corner. We'll be here all day. All right, guys? So if you want to come join our trading room, our trading floor, and see the commentary, because there's always something else going to pop up. We'll see something. We'll share it with you. Good luck, everyone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 15 minutes. For everybody else, if you're not going to join us, we'll see you back at 12 o'clock here on YouTube and all the other social networks. Good luck, everyone. Trade safe.